Yeah.
People were downplaying it, but you just saw the feeling.
You can't downplay big events, big fights. You know, we got a hot fight on January 19th, and two guys gonna put on a show.
Two polar opposite personalities,
Totally,
which is
totally.
great for pay-per-view. Must-see TV.
Must see TV. Very interesting clash of styles. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. Really looking forward to it.
With your experience with Floyd, we're making the biggest pay-per-views ever. How big do you think this will be?
I don't want to put a number on it, but I know it's massive, and it's a lot bigger than some of the what I've heard out there from some of the critics. You know, I know a thing or two about pay-per-views, so it's a big fight. That the reception that we've gotten thus far, been very impressed. Good fight.
Do you find it ironic, funny, humorous, serious, your adjective you want to use, that you're promoting the Manny Pacquiao fight?
No. It's an honor, actually.
Sure.
It's an honor to be working with a great fighter, future Hall of Famer, a great human being, leader of his country. It's just an honor. It's a big fight, and we're all about working with big events.
What didn't you know about Manny that you know now? Because obviously you were 100% on the other side of the fence, and now he's your ally. So what do you know now about Manny Pacquiao that you didn't know prior to actually signing on to promoting this fight?
A lot, actually. You know, just a lot of research that I've done, a lot of things that I didn't know coming into the 2015 fight. But it's all exciting. It's all exciting. And actually, just being here in LA, just to witness it once again. He has like a cult following, you know, and it's impressive. It's very impressive. Him and Floyd are very similar in those kind of ways. That people they just are glued to him. He has a tremendous amount of support from his country, from his people, and that's a great thing. That's a great thing.
How easy was it to make this fight?
Very easy.
Right?
Not difficult at all. Manny put himself in a tremendous position, obviously, with signing with PBC. He has had a lot of options, and I think he knows what this fight means. It's an opportunity to put another notch on his belt with a young fighter who's in his prime, who has a big name in the sport. So he'll be looking to do that, and I'm sure he has an eye on what potentially could be ahead with the likes of the Garcias, the Thurmans, the Porters, the Spencers. You know, he has a number of options if he can possibly get past Roner on January 19th. But I think Adrian has a lot to say about that. I think that we'll see the best of Adrian and Roner on that night. He knows what's in front of him. It's a tremendous opportunity to make an immediate turnaround. You know, there's been a lot of talk about Floyd and all of this and that. None of that stuff means anything because these two guys are fighting on January 19th, and they know what's at stake, and it's going to be a great event.
I gotta ask you this, Mikey Spence, what do you think? It's a big fight.
It's a great fight. It's a great fight. Earl's the favorite, and he's favored for a reason. Mikey's a tremendous fighter. I like the fact that he has the mindset of wanting to be great, and that's how you become great. You know, taking those big risks when others think you can't get it done. I know what that's all about. And it should be a great fight. It should be a great fight.
Eddie Hearn, I haven't got your response yet because I haven't seen you in a while, but Eddie Hearn was real critical of you. I wanted to get your response to him being boisterous about Tank Davis. And
he was critical of who?
Your Mayweather Promotions as it relates to Tank Davis. And
I don't pay people like that no attention. Again, we know what we're doing. Track record speaks for itself. It's nothing personal with none of these guys. It's just, but you don't have to hate on somebody else's shit to be successful. That's just not the right approach to go about things. And he's not going to be able to get much done. I can guarantee you that. Because one thing about fighters, they're very, very smart. Especially the elite fighters. They've had an opportunity to see a guy like Floyd Mayweather do the impossible. They know the sky is the limit when you're fighting big fights, and you can make tons of money doing that. You can generate tremendous amounts of exposure and take your careers to the next level. I don't think that the fighters, the elite fighters, is the reason why that everyone's gave them the cold shoulder. The elite guys, anyway, because fighters again are very smart. They're not. No fighter is looking to be in the prime of their career and turn it over to a situation to be made a guinea pig out of. I have the utmost respect for what they're trying to do. It's great for boxing. It's another outlet, for fighters, and I think it fits the model of a certain type of fighters. But the elite fighters are very smart.
Where did he go wrong in terms of gathering the elite athletes, would you say, or the zone itself?
I don't know. It's his business. He's been very successful over in Europe, specifically England. He has a great stable of fighters, and they've had a lot of success. But it's a little different in the United States when we're talking about the U.S. market. And I'm sure that he's quickly finding that out. But I wish him and their company nothing but the best. We don't. That's one thing we don't do over here. We don't hate on nobody else's shit. We don't have. There's no reason to. You'll never get anything done that way. And as it relates to Tank Davis, he's made a number of comments out there. I know what we got in Gervonta Davis. He's a tremendous fighter. He's the future of the sport. He's a young, exciting, powerful fighter, a dynamic fighter. And as you know, I've been very forthright with how I feel and what I think of him. He had some ups and downs in 2018. We know about it. He knows about it. He knows what he got to do in 2019 and beyond. And these kind of things happen when you're a younger fighter. We have a tremendous amount of confidence in him, his abilities, and where he's going in his career. We know exactly what we're doing, and I'll say it over and over again. Gervonta Davis will be the biggest star in this entire sport. As it relates to some of the comments that he made specifically about not keeping me busy and all that, it's the reason why things happen, and they're unfortunate. Timing is, but that's all in the past. One thing about us, we're very positive in our approach with uplifting our fighters and where we're going. And again, 2019 is a very big year for Gervonta Davis, and we're very excited.
What do you say about officers being very vocal about now with the zone and everything that you have pay-per-view is dead?
Well, guys, they have opinions and it's okay. Pay-per-view is not dead, by far. Look at the parties and the people who are saying that, because their interests are in other places. These young rising stars in the sport, hey Joe, what's happening? All right, these young rising stars in the sport, the sky is the limit. There are a number of great matchups in the sport. There will be pay-per-view fights. And again, these fighters are very smart. They've seen how the revenue streams are when you reach this level. No one is looking to go into a situation where they have a cap, they have a ceiling. Again, the fighters are very smart.
Leonard, my last question. Gervonta Davis has over 1 million followers. He's not a big talker. He's not like Floyd or Adrian. Usually fighters who are not a big talkers don't have a following. What's the secret? This million or legit a million people are following Gervonta Davis and love him so much.
He's a star. He's a star. I mean, just look at him. I mean, the performances that he's able to put on in the ring are just incredible. And he's just touching the surface. He has, there's so many things he can improve on. And he's excited about that. That's what I love about him. He knows and he wants to get better. And the sky is definitely the level. The sky is. There's no limit to where Gervonta is going in this sport.
He's fighting Abner Mares. I don't think they announced it. I think he's fighting Abner Mares. I'm not sure if they announced it. Abner told me on camera that that's the fight.
Y'all about ready?
You gotta go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you, Leonard.
Twitter at Ellerbe.
Appreciate it.